Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central. Welcome to the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show, Father's Day edition.
Woo-hoo.
Just ahead, Texas A&M Sports Car Club Big Shot, Kate Lilly. Also, Jeff has this week's racing calendar. And Mr. Mars reviews the 2024 Ford Maverick XLT. Howdy, along with Mr. Mars, we always need more Jeff Zekin. And IT Director of Engineering David Ainsley, who was with us last weekend, sleeping in this weekend. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us, and we thank you very much for doing such a thing. Mr. Mars, it was actually had Kate Lilly on the horn over there, and then he hung up the phone accidentally.
Apparently, I hung up on her.
Well, that's just great. You might want to text her or something. But in the meantime, I got to share this with you. Police in Florida were alerted to a car theft in progress at a Cadillac dealership by a witness who called 911.
Uh-oh.
The caller turned out to be the would-be car thief herself.
Huh.
The Lee County Sheriff's Office said in a Facebook video that the 911 caller said she was notifying authorities about the theft because she believed that would allow her to take the car without penalty. I'm trying to steal a car that's not legally mine, so y'all got to come make a report, she said in a recording of the 911 call. I'm reporting this now. What kind of a thought process is that? Deputies who responded to Val Ward Cadillac in Fort Myers about 1 a.m. on May 31st found a woman getting out of a used Toyota Corolla from the dealership.
Okay.
The woman told them she was being trained in a game of black ops to steal a car, but called 911 in an attempt to make her carjacking legal. The 911 call did help the 37-year-old suspect avoid being charged with theft because she never left with the car. Instead, she was charged with trespassing for accessing the lot after hours.
And what city was this in?
That was in Fort Myers, Florida.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking she needs to go back to her travel trailer and just camp out for a while and be satisfied.
Well, if she needs to sleep in it, we've got a person that can hook her up with some shelving and commode and showering.
All of that. Mm-hmm.
Yep, bed stuff. Absolutely.
I'm sorry, Mr. Mars?
Got her.
Got her back.
I got her back. I have to apologize for hanging up.
Kate, it's all his fault. He did it, and he admits it. We're sorry that he hung up on you.
That's okay.
It's Kate Lilly, ladies and gentlemen, from the Texas A&M Sports Car Club, and I have her listed as a big shot. Did I miss that by much?
Nope, not by much.
Oh, very much not.
And then you've got somebody sitting next to you. You'll have to introduce him.
That's the little shot.
Yeah, I am the comparative little shot. My name's Andrew Spain. I am the president of the Portland Sports Car Club.
I see.
Go.
And what, besides Big Shot, what is Kate's real title?
I'm public relations for the Texas A&M Sports Car Club.
PR.
This is my third consecutive year.
Woo-hoo, you must be doing a good job. And you've also gotten us to bite into all of the Texas A&M Sports Car Club stuff, and we're so interested that we decided to get in touch with you and say, hey.
There goes her career.
Yeah, there goes the club right there. But no, I had no clue that Texas A&M Sports Car Club even existed. Where you been?
Well, I mean, I think a lot of people didn't realize it because the club has been around for many, many, many years. It's been around since 1968. And it's taken many different forms over that time, but especially during COVID, it was a very small footprint on campus, and it nearly no longer existed. We've been slowly trying to rebuild this organization from scratch post-COVID.
So what kind of cars are in your club?
Any cars. We have people who don't have cars. It's literally just for people who love cars. It's the oldest collegiate car club in the world, but we hold rallies, we hold meets. It's just We hold social events. It's just for anybody that loves cars.
Well, you guys had a great racetrack down there, but somehow, some way, a developer got a hold of it and put townhomes and houses on it. You're saying yes.
Yes,
yeah,
unfortunately.
we were at Texas World Speedway for many, many years, and then I think it would have been around mid 2010s, I believe, where it got bought, and then inevitably, they quickly tore down all the banks, and it's now housing.
Yeah,
some of us still have some of the original seat cushions and some memorabilia, but it was a big part of the club.
Well,
for
I have
many,
to tell you that I went to some early races there. Matter of fact, I saw some NASCAR races there. I saw Richard Petty race there, AJ Foyt race there in a NASCAR, and I had a great time. Back then, it was typically a 2-day deal where ARCA raced on Saturday and NASCAR raced on Sunday. I also saw Indy cars there as well. And then later on in the years, then they developed the road course and went out there for a couple of events for that. And it's a shame that that all folded, but nobody had any money that they wanted to put into the track, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, and it kind of fell in disrepair. And that's a thing of the past. With great memories, though, I can tell you that. So let's talk about what you guys have coming up with the Sports Car Club there at A&M.
Yeah, I mean, we're going into our kind of basically 4th year post-COVID, and the club has seen exponential growth. Obviously, there's a lot of automotive enthusiasts on campus. Our mission is to kind of bring them all together, and so a lot of our upcoming plans is for when the school year starts back up, we're going to be resuming all of our weekly meets. We have a Cars and Coffee that happens every month. All of our random events, including like track days and autocrosses that we got to put on this past spring. We're going to be resuming a lot of those, hopefully, here in the fall.
So where are your cruise-in events? On campus in a parking lot somewhere?
So our car cruises, we'll drive around College Station, or we'll hit a lot of the back roads in Brazos Valley. I mean, it's really nice roads around here. For our track days, you were talking about Texas World Speedway and a lot of tracks being closed. We were actually super excited that a track was just recently built in Madisonville, and we went out there for that in the spring, had a really, really good time. And so we plan on going back out there. And then for our autocrosses, we do at the Brazos Valley Expo Center, Brazos County Expo Center. We do it in one of their big back parking lots.
Yeah. Do you guys have anything like a Cars and Coffee type of cruise-in?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We have one in Century Square, which is kind of one of our little shopping areas in town. We do it every 3rd Sunday of the month. Obviously, when school is in session, so while everyone's gone for summer right now, we don't really hold any events. But yeah, we do that. It's a little bit of a limited space, but we very much try and pack as many cars in there as we possibly can.
Yeah. And do you guys work at the university?
No. So the Texas A&M Sports Car Club is a student organization. It is completely run by students. We have a advisor who works with the university, who's I believe she's a researcher and professor at A&M. But yeah, the club is completely run by students. It's a student organization, and we do the best of what we got.
Well, yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. I was going to say that there are some really, besides the main drag up there are some really nice back roads to get up to A&M for us, those here in the Houston area. And we need to get you guys involved in some of the stuff down here so y'all could have a cruise in. Need to get you over to the Hemi Hideout. Have you ever heard of that?
No, sir.
I'm not.
No? Ooh. So the Hemi Hideout is a dear friend of ours. John Hovis owns the Hemi Hideout. He's out in Brookshire, and so that's kind of out west, obviously, of the city of Houston, so it kind of puts it a little bit closer to you guys. But that would make a nice cruise, I think, from A&M and College Station.
And he'd host them. He would host them at his facility, absolutely.
That would be something that we'd love to put you guys in touch with. Yeah, we like to have those kind of short little road trips on a Saturday or a Sunday, and John has them quite frequently. Not every weekend, or certainly nothing like that.
But he does one for kind of open to the public clubs,
right,
in the spring and
so
in the fall, so
they
there'll
could
be
get a taste of it.
up.
Yeah. Y'all would really enjoy that. It's a large facility, beautiful facility. It's on his property, and it is a timber frame constructed man cave, and it's huge. And he's got, he had this collection of Hemis, and then he decided that he's going to build this homage to that. And then he decided that, there's lots of room in here, this beautiful ceiling. Let's just go ahead and get lots of neon in there. So you guys, I think, would really appreciate it. It's a beautiful facility. And I'm speaking on his behalf. He's going, why are you inviting them down here? You don't even live here. It's my place. Sorry, John, just had to. But that's one of the things that comes to mind for y'all's group, make it at a Saturday or Sunday or something like that.
College event, getting introduced to the networking of the automobile, us, John, the whole thing works.
Yeah. So, like all the other car nuts in the world, we all try to get together and put everybody else together and have a big party, a good get-together, so to speak.
So what type of PR work are you working on right now?
Basically just what y'all just said. I work on connecting just people who love cars in the area, because it's really hard to find like a larger group of people. So what we do is we've basically taken a lot of smaller car clubs in the area, and we kind of incorporate them more into our open public events. So that's been really good. I think we had a 600% growth in just the last year.
We went from during COVID, and when I say that we nearly died in COVID, I think there was 2 people in the club during COVID.
Sure. And
now we're up to like 200 right now.
Wow, nice.
And a lot of that is the outreach that she's been working on with like kind of smaller, really small, like kind of very small micro clubs, as well as just she's been helping out with putting on events. There's a lot of fun things you can do with car people. There's also a lot of people at A&M looking for like social organizations to be a part of when they're not in school.
Of course.
And so we look to host a lot of those events, the social events.
What is the name? I actually attended that several years ago with Woody. I followed him up there, and it was a Saturday or Sunday event, and it was a huge cruise-in, and there must have been 1,000 cars up there at College Station, not at the campus, but there is a place to eat around there. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's a once-a-year cruise, and cars from all over the state cruise in up there. You familiar with it? I'll have to find out from him what it is. What is the name of that cruise?
I remember it, but I don't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
I didn't get to go to that.
I'm blanking on the name as well. I'm really searching through right now.
Well, when I find it out, I'll send you guys an email. By the way, speaking of emails, do you have an email address?
We sure do. It's tamscc68@gmail.com.
Yeah, that's our primary club communication. And then for all the young people out there, we primarily use Instagram and Facebook.
We have a Facebook.
Okay. Well, that's very good. Well, listen, it's great to talk to you guys, get to meet you and all, and we look forward to getting together with you next time you're in Houston. Be sure and let us know, and we'll do the same when we come up there. I would imagine. Let's see, isn't there a big George Strait concert coming up
today?
Yeah. That is funny enough, that's why I'm in town right now, is to go see that.
Yeah. Well, you and everybody else, and I can only imagine the tickets are not that easy to get a hold of, and if you do get a hold of them, they're kind of pricey, I would imagine.
Yeah, but I will say the resale market's pretty good right now. You can find some tickets for pretty cheap if you want to come down.
Well, we appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't tell my wife though.
Yeah. The heat would probably kill me, but it would be quite the experience. I love George Strait. Big fan. I don't know anybody that doesn't. Well, listen, guys, it's great to talk to you. Thanks so much for joining us today.
And we'll be in touch.
Let's all stay in touch, and let's get together when you guys are in town, and we'll do the same when we're headed your way.
I'd love to. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks for having us on.
You got it. Take care. All right. The Texas A&M Sports Car Club. Got it.
Who would have thunk it?
Who would have thunk it? didn't know. The In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show is available 24/7 through the iHeartRadio app. Just look for In-Wheel Time Car Talk. Podcasts from your favorite podcast provider. We also video stream, what you're doing right now, our 3-hour weekly show on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. That happens 8 to 11, generally speaking, every Saturday morning. It happens every Saturday morning, but sometimes we shift our start time and end time.
Right.
And matter of fact, I think that we've got one of those kind of shows coming up in the fall, is it, Mr. Mars? We're going to move the show back
Open
an
at
hour
10.
or something.
Yeah, to kind of coordinate with the show being open, the event we're going to be at.
Yeah. So at any rate, we do that occasionally. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. Hey, the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show will continue right after these brief messages. Pro-Am Auto Accessories has been serving Houston's auto enthusiasts since 1984, providing world-class products for sports cars, European sedans, and American muscle. Pro-Am is known as the place to go to find exclusive and hard-to-find parts and accessories. Pro-Am is one of the very first distributors in the USA for brands such as Recaro, Redline, Momo, Corbo, and Simpson. Located in the heart of Houston's premier retail and service corridor, the Galleria area, Pro-Am's walk-in storefront includes an 8,000 square foot warehouse, showroom, and installation bays. Pro-Am not only sells parts and accessories, but also offers installation and service. Pro-Am is now reaching a worldwide audience through Pro-Am.com, taking its local reputation to the rest of the world. At Pro-Am Auto, you'll be dealing with a small group of professionals who truly want to help you with your automotive needs. If you don't see what you're looking for on the website, call and Pro-Am will lend you a hand. Pro-Am Auto, 6125 Richmond at Green Ridge in Houston's Galleria area. Call them at 713-781-7755. Want to feel good about something special you did for someone special? In-Wheel Time and the original Lupi Tortilla group of Tex-Mex restaurants have joined together to help a very worthy cause, God's Garage, a Christian-based 501c3 charity. We know there are lots of places and organizations out there where you can donate a car, truck, or SUV, but we're asking you, our car enthusiast family, to consider donating to God's Garage. Visit godsgarage.org and learn about its mission, the women that have been helped, how each one is screened, and about their Restore You program. A car donation is an easy way to make a difference in the lives of others. God's Garage needs good operating vehicles, but will take all types in working and non-working condition. Make your heart and soul feel good by donating your gently used vehicle and help support single mothers, widows, and wives of deployed military at godsgarage.org. Welcome back to the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Thank you very much for joining us on this Saturday in our live show. Time now for the racing calendar, sponsored by the Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge.
Yeah, buddy. We got NASCAR going on today, Iowa Speedway. Tickets are still available, Mike. That is tonight.
Is it in the middle of a cornfield?
Yeah, something like that. It's actually tomorrow, the 16th, is the Cup guys. It starts at 7. The Xfinity guys or the other stuff is going on today as well this afternoon. Drag racing is off this weekend. Drag racing is off this weekend.
I heard that.
Yeah. And then you've got the Spanish Aramco Spanish Grand Prix in Formula One, Michael. That's next week.
You know the rain falls mainly in the plain.
Yeah. In Spain. It's the Grand Prix. Indy is off, and also IMSA is off. So we've got a little bye week going on.
Go have a good time with Dad.
Yeah.
I wish my dad were still alive.
Yeah.
I'd like to go visit him today.
Mm-hmm.
So for all those that, like me, that don't have a dad anymore, I hope that you've got your own family, and if not, enjoy the day. Go out and treat yourself to some Lupi Tortilla or something.
There you go.
Yeah.
Or find one of the local cruise-in clubs. There's plenty going on.
Yeah.
Get out there and do it.
As well. Okay. Mr. Mars, has the review of a 2024 Ford Maverick. I remember the Maverick back in the days. Well, I guess that was mid-'60s that they had the Maverick.
Yeah, Mavericks are cool.
Late 60s.
They had Maverick GTs. Yeah.
Mars, you need to fix your microphone, Mr. Radio.
4-door Mavericks.
4-door, 2-door Mavericks.
Yeah, I remember the
Maverick
2-door
Brothers on TV.
And what was the Mercury version of the Maverick?
The Mercury.
No, Mercure.
Comet. No.
Mercury.
It's in a
It
thermometer.
wasn't near as popular as the Maverick. Let's say that.
It's in a Capri.
Well, anyway,
It was a Mercury Capri.
No, I don't think
My brother
so.
and I had a Capri.
Yeah, but that wasn't the same car.
No.
But it doesn't make any difference. We'll find out the answer to
Someone
that.
will tell us.
I'm sure that they will. But in the meantime, there is a new 2024 Ford Maverick pick-em-up truck. Here's Mr. Morris to explain.
Yes, sir. It is the new version of this vehicle that was introduced in 2022. It comes in actually 3 trim levels, an XL, XLT, and a Lariat. We had the XLT with the all-wheel drive option on it. Now, I would say there is also a trimmer option that's out there, but that's a total option up there.
It's a nice place you took it for those pictures.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
It is considered a compact pickup. It's basically built on the Bronco Sport platform. So it's a unibody, 4-door, 4.5-foot bed. That's the way it comes. You don't really get a choice on anything else like that. So it looks like a truck. And it does drive like a truck, and it feels like a truck when you're in it.
Quack like a truck?
If it quacks like a truck, it is a truck. Whenever you hit the bumps just right, it will quack a little bit. So up front, you're going to find it has LED lighting with the auto headlights, which I love, and I think everybody ought to start doing that. Got the side mirrors on the doors that are powered. Got the power locking tailgate. Got cargo tie-downs inside of the bed, along with a bed liner is what we had as some of the options on it. We had the 4K towing package, which is the wiring and the upgraded cooling system on it. FX4 package also, there's an option. So we had the all-terrain tires, tow hooks, skid plates on it, so you can get a little bit of off-road on this vehicle. Got some unique 17-inch wheels on it as part of that XLT package. We did have cloth bucket seats on the inside of it, so it's not leather, it's not that fancy, it's not that upper Lariat level thing. So the second row has flip-up bench seats. It's got a little bit of storage on the underneath of that. It's got a rotary gear shifter, which some people don't particularly care for.
I love it.
I think they're great.
Yep.
Makes things a lot easier, a lot cleaner in there. They also had the 8-inch center stack screen. Now, so that's not necessarily the biggest, but it's plenty big for this compact vehicle. You're going to find your nav there, your Ford Copilot 360, your rear view camera, all those kind of convenience controls are all right in that. The interior storage compartments, there's some in the door panel, and they're kind of unique on that door panel. They're not full like most cars, so it's got room for larger bottles. You can actually put a big bottle in there that's tall because it doesn't go all the way down.
Like a fifth of Jack.
I was thinking a fifth.
Well, maybe even a half gallon. But when you go to close it, though, you can't just reach over and grab something. Because of the door handle on it, the door panel, the way it's made, to make allowances for that,
A real long
makes it a little bit smaller. Got plenty of USB A and C, so you got your Auto CarPlay and your Android Auto. Now, up under the hood, we had the 2.0 liter turbo engine. Now, this produces 250 horsepower, 257 pound-feet of torque, backed by an 8-speed automatic. And again, this was an all-wheel drive version. So it will tow with the tow package and everything on it. It says it will tow up to 4,000 pounds and haul up to 1,500, which that's a pretty good sized load
16
behind
tons, and what do
a
you
compact
get?
truck.
Another day older and deeper in debt.
And maybe, I'd like to put 4,000 pounds behind that just to see,
what
what it
it'll
would
do,
drive
yeah?
like. Yeah.
But that's 2 tons.
So the EPA says you should be looking for 22 in the city, 29 out on the highway, and combined you should be getting 25. I got 20 across the 148.8 miles
you
I
did.
drove it. And again, like I said earlier, it does ride and drive like a truck, which is kind of surprising with the unibody, but that's because the suspension and the load package and stuff, the way it's built and the way it'll carry it. Now, this vehicle, this vehicle, the base model price on the Maverick is $25,410. The base trim price that we had was $26,345. Now, you add in the all-wheel drive and some of the other features that we had for the bed liner and things, puts the MSRP as tested at $34,735. The best thing I could find to compare it to with that unibody size vehicle was the Hyundai Santa Cruz that starts at $26,900 versus the $25,410 for the base model. So,
And what's the Honda version of that?
that's the Ridgeline, but it's actually bigger. It's more into the mid-size with the Colorado and some of the
gotcha.
other ones.
Yeah, I'd
So
agree with that.
get into that compact size.
Right. I was just looking at it as a crossover kind of thing.
Yeah, I agree. I looked at that too, but I thought the difference in the size was too big.
A small avalanche
But this
design.
is a small compact pickup. If you're looking for that compact truck, this might be the one for you.
You're a game player, aren't you?
Yeah.
You didn't have to reply like that. That sounds kind of creepy.
He has the games rolling through his mind.
Yeah, what kind of games he's got in mind are
that's
different
kinda what
than
I'm
mine.
wondering. Yeah.
Hemmings Sold Cars Roundup.
Yeah.
I've collected some that sold recently on Hemmings.com, and so we guess what the price is going to be. I know because I'm the game show host here, and my contestants are Mike Mars and Jeff Zekin.
You go,
so,
Vanna.
Picture this, and I picked this because of your love for station wagons.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
a 1971 Chevrolet Nomad. Now, this is based basically on a Chevy Malibu. Okay, they called it a Nomad. 71 Chevy Nomad. I've never seen one that I can remember anyway, but it's clean. Looks like
And it is 4-door.
Yeah.
It's not like
it's a station. Yeah, it's a station
No,
wagon.
but like a 56.
No, it's not
Yeah,
that.
okay.
Now, Nomad had the ribs on the back, so
Right.
these have the ribs.
Well, I don't know about that. This is
No ribs.
The front. I'll show you the picture. There's the picture. You just can't look at the price.
That's not a Nomad.
It's called. See right there. It
It's in
says
the
Chevy
nameplate.
Nomad. Whatever the case may be, it's a Chevrolet Malibu station wagon. How's that? Does that make it better for you?
Much better.
Much.
25,000.
So how much?
25.
25.
32.
32. How about 27.3?
There you go. Now, we saw one recently at, what show was that? Dang it. It was a black one.
The
Remember I
black, the
was
black
taking-
and white one up at Lone Star.
Yep, that's what it was.
Oh my God, it was beautiful. Here's a 68 Chevrolet Corvette Coupe with some lake pipes on it. And for those that don't know what that is, those are side pipes. A 68 Chevy Corvette. Looks like a small block. It's maroon in color. Got some aftermarket wheels on it. But other than that, it looks pretty straightforward with chrome bumpers front and back. 68 Chevy Corvette. What do you think that would go for?
17.
27.
Mars, did you peak?
No.
27.3.
You said side pipes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
27.3.
Oh,
Because
good for you.
I've got my eye on one in Port Neches, so I'm just waiting for the guy to come down on the
Did you ever
price.
find out about the one at Emmons? Or did they sell
It's
it?
still there.
1970 Chevrolet C10. It looks original with one of those ugly dealership bumpers where they etch the bumper, etch
Name of the
dealer's-
dealer?
Yeah, in the bumper. So this looks all original. 70 Chevy C10. Probably got a six-banger in it.
$8,000.
18,000.
8,000 on the button.
I got one.
You got one. Where'd
First
it
one
go?
in like 3 weeks.
How about a 19? I don't even know what this homologation is. It's a 73 Volkswagen
Okay.
that appears to have been stretched and made into a woody wagon.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to cover it up. It's a 73 model. There it is right there.
Oh,
How much do you
Lord.
think that something like that would go for?
They got to
This thing
pay
is-
somebody to take that.
Pretty
away.
much. And how about you, Mr. Mars? What would you
No,
say? with that?
I would say probably 10.
They owe me $6,000.
How much?
6.
6. 8,500. 8,500. You could have this ugly thing. How about a 1969 Mercury Cougar XR7? Now, the XR7 was the hopped up version of the 69, well, Cougar.
I'm going to go 14.
14, Mr. Mars. Looks like it's been it looks like a barn find, actually. Looks like it's
No,
original.
I'm going to go closer to 18.
18. This one sold for $6,500.
Are you kidding me?
Oh.
It must not run. Something.
Volkswagen Thing from 1973. Volkswagen Thing.
Well, Volkswagen thing would be
Expensive little thing.
$5,000.
$5,000.
No,
What do you think?
No, I'm going to say 12.
12. 13,650. Well, they're rare,
They are.
and part of the reason is that they rust away. But anyway, that's the Hemmings Sold Car Roundup for this week. I would like to remind you that you can get in touch with us by shooting us an email. Well, don't shoot it, just send it. The address is info@nwheeltime.com, and be sure to follow us on Facebook. We will be back on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show after this quick break. Everyone at the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, thank you for participating in the best cruise in around and look forward to seeing you again. You'll hear about the next cruise in date right here on In Wheel Time. Next time you're in the West Houston Energy Corridor area, be sure and stop in at the original Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex at I-10 and Highway 6 or the Katy location on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard. When passing through Beaumont or College Station, stop in and have Lupi's award-winning beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. There's always a celebration at Lupi Tortilla. Lupi Tortilla founder Stan Holt and his wife Sheila are winning racers on the NHRA drag racing circuit and have a collection of hot rods and classics that everyone appreciates. Look for them at the next Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In. The date will be announced soon and will once again be held at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex on 99 and Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10 and Katy. We'll give you all the details right here on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show and online. Donations benefit God's Garage. We'll see you then. You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.